What's up, YouTube? Now I just want to talk to you guys about the day 3 of Passion 2012 and just all that went down and all the sessions and just what all happened. And in the first session, there were 4 people on stage. It was Francis Chan, Louis Giglio, Lecrae, and John Piper, and then also actually 5 people. It was Beth Moore was on stage too. And what they did was they just went through the entire book of Ephesians straight up. No one was preaching on it. They were just reading straight out of the Word of God and just letting God speak just to everyone in the audience and just everyone there, and just getting everything straight out of His Word with no commentary or anything. And it was just an awesome time of worship, both in reading and then just music too. The second session of day 3, Louis brought up 4 people, and he was interviewing them all throughout the time and just going one by one, asking them about various things that they're doing in our world and how they're making an impact just for God in our communities and just globally. And it was really cool to hear all of the inspiring stories that these people had and just the movements they were doing. And if you guys want to check out just what they were talking about and all of the ways that they were impacting our world, I would encourage you to go and purchase the All Access Digital Pass that they're offering from Passion. And what that will give you is access to all of the main sessions. It will have videos of every main session that went on during the Passion Conference, and it'll also get you access into the Passion album that was recorded. You'll get a digital download and also a real copy of the album when it comes out. So we really encourage you guys to check that out because it has all the content that was covered throughout the conference. And it's a really good thing to get your hands on if you can. So yeah, that pretty much covers the second session of the day.
Okay, so in the third session, John Piper spoke, and as soon as he got on stage, he came out with this profound statement. I'm going to read it to you guys. I'm going to read it twice so you can let it sink in. It says, "Seeing and savoring the supremacy of Jesus Christ frees you from the bondage of sin for the sacrifices of love." Let me read that one more time. "Seeing and savoring the supremacy of Jesus Christ frees you from the bondage of sin for the sacrifices of love." So basically what John Piper did is he split that statement up into 4 pieces. And what he did with the first piece is he actually, that phrase at the beginning, seeing and savoring the supremacy of Jesus Christ, he actually interchanged that with a couple of other statements. One being, he said, being satisfied by Jesus frees you from the bondage of sin, so on and so forth. And he also said, believing and or trusting in Jesus frees you from the bondage of sin, so on and so forth. And so what he explained with the first part of his sermon is that those 3 statements are exactly identical. There's no way that you can be doing one of those and not be doing the other 2, and they also support each other mutually. I personally thought that was an amazing, profound statement. The second statement that he made out of it was that the supremacy of Jesus Christ is a gift that we are to grasp, and there is no way to grasp it except for when God gives you the ability to grasp it. The third statement that he made about all of those 3 statements that I made just a moment ago, free you from sin. And he made this another absolutely profound statement, saying that when your heart swells for Jesus, sin becomes very small, becomes very minute, and is very easy to deal with because of what Jesus can do in your heart if you allow Him to do so. And then the last part, all of those things that you do with Jesus, the seeing and savoring His supremacy, the being satisfied by Him, and also believing and trusting Him, all bring you into this place where you are able to sacrifice for love, which basically means anything that is a sacrifice for love is anything that goes for the glory of Christ and for the love of the lost, is what I have down for that. So we just want to encourage you guys with that. So Louis Giglio concluded the conference on the last day in the morning session after we had our incredible small group time, and he preached out of Ephesians 6, verses 19 and 20. I'll read that for you real quick. It says, "Pray also for me, that whenever I open my mouth, words may be given me, so that I will fearlessly make known the mystery of the gospel, for which I am an ambassador in chains. Pray that I may declare it fearlessly as I should." So basically, what Louis pulled out of this passage is that despite this system that college kids and high school kids are stuck in, with this whole, you have to go to high school, you have to complete high school, you have to then apply to college, you have to know exactly what you're doing, way earlier than previous generations have had to know almost exactly what their life plan is going to be at such an early age. And what Louis said, despite all of that, your main prayer should be that whenever you open your mouth, that you should fearlessly proclaim the gospel at the top of your lungs. And so that was kind of the encouragement with that. He talked about 2 hurdles that get in the way. One hurdle being brokenness, and the second hurdle being not knowing what to do in those situations where God is laying on your heart to preach the gospel at the top of your lungs. So basically, he just encouraged people to just step out of their comfort zone, lean on Jesus, fight the brokenness, fight not knowing what to do, and just fearlessly go out wherever they may be going, back to dorms, back to homes, back to school, wherever they may be, and just to preach the gospel with actions and also just specifically with words. So we want to leave you guys with that. Thank you guys so much for watching these blogs that we've done for Passion 2012. We want to once again make a huge shout out to the Digital All Access Pass. We encourage you guys to pick that up. It's got tons of extremely valuable resources on it for you. And I also just want to conclude this video by encouraging you guys to subscribe to our YouTube page. If you have not already, like us on Facebook and follow us at Twitter at Reflex Ministry and at Reflex Ministries everywhere else. We will see you guys soon. Thanks.